Hey guys, Zero here, and today I'm playing Tiny Toon Adventures Buster Bust Loose for the Super Nintendo. This is another game that my brother and I played a lot as kids, even though we never actually owned it. We just rented and borrowed it from a friend a bunch of times, and it was always one of my favorites. I was really into the cartoon series, and I've probably seen the movie How I Spent My Summer Vacation at least 100 times. It was definitely one of my favorites. And before I start the game here, I want to go into the options because I want to change the difficulty. You have the three different modes. You have normal, of course, and then you have children mode. I don't know why they don't just call it easy, but this takes out pretty much half of the content of the game, so we're definitely not going to do that. And then you have challenge mode here. The real main differences are that I think some of the enemies take a few extra hits to kill, and rather than starting off with 3 hits, we only start off with 1, and you can only reach a maximum of 3 rather than 5. And we're going to do it on that because you get a little extra thing at the end for beating it on challenge, so why not? So let's just jump into the game here. So you play as Buster Bunny, of course, and you have a couple different attacks at your disposal. You can jump around, but you can't just jump straight onto enemies. That doesn't hurt them. In fact, you get damage for that. But you can do a drop kick. You can do it from on the ground, but it's kind of weird. I just do it while I'm in the air. And a drop kick is really good because during the whole animation, you're invulnerable. Even after you hit an enemy and you're falling backwards, you can still hit other enemies and they can't hurt you. So it's pretty good. And you can see it also has this forward motion to it, so you can use it for platforming as well, and you'll see me do that a lot, so overall, it's great. Up top, you have a dash meter. If it has some energy, you can dash around. Press the opposite direction, or dash button again, you'll stop dashing. You can't just straight dash into enemies, though. I think that only works in children mode. For all the other ones, you can do a dash jump, so just jump while you're dashing, and during the jump animation, that's when you can actually hurt them. You can also do a slide tackle. It's pretty good because you can slide multiple times, just keep sliding, and kind of a safe way to go about. For every enemy you kill, you typically will get a star. For every 100 stars you get, you'll get an extra life. And you can see up there, we only have 1 hit because, again, we're on challenge mode. And I'm just going to show what happens when you get hit. Buster gets dizzy, gets knocked out. And I'm pretty sure it doesn't send you back to the beginning of the whole level. I think just the current screen that you're on. Pretty sure anyways. But let's actually move along here. So typically you'll see me dashing and I'll be jumping a lot because you're invulnerable during that. Or just drop kicking everywhere. Slide underneath here, we get a carrot that extends our life by 1. Kill this guy. Golden carrots, they fully heal you. In this case we only needed the 1, but that's a full heal. There are other carrots that heal you just the 1. Dash on ahead here. If your dash meter is ever depleted at all, these Go-Go Dodos will fully replenish it. Boom, instantly. You pretty much have these here just to show you the dash jump mechanic. And you can see here that Buster can defy gravity. Although I guess, it's cartoon, logic, I suppose, since we are in a cartoon world. So I guess it makes sense enough. I'll let it slide. Still seems kind of silly though. You can also see that you can start your dash jump mid-air too, which is kind of funny. That was a regular carrot on the right there that fills us up by 1. You get these jerks here who drop books on you, so you kind of have to dash jump onto them, because again, you can't just regular dash. And I'm doing a reverse jump there, that's weird. Another extension. There's the regular carrot. And again, got those guys that dash jump onto them, kind of. And let's see if I can time this right here. See that statue of Montana Max? Yeah, screw that statue! That alerts the guard dog, Arnold. He is not happy about that. Hit him 4 times, drops the key to the room, as well as 10 stars. You have to kill him because you need the key to get out of here. Up top here, we have a golden carrot. Don't need that, but what I do want is up top here. You have a little hidden room which gives you an extra life. You can kind of see the background. It's a little lighter here. It doesn't have that shadow right here, so you can see that there's a hidden room. And we're actually almost at the end of the level. Some of the levels are pretty short, actually. It's a fairly short game. Dash jump here, through all those guys. And I'm not going to pick up the stars because I don't care. Terrible's happening. Dizzy is destroying the kitchen, so we gotta stop him. How can we stop him? I say with a shotgun, but okay, we'll do it the less violent way, I suppose. So this is actually one of the more annoying fights, I think, because it can take a little while. You have to feed him, I think, 9 food items before it'll finally end. And every time you feed him 1 or 2, he'll start to do his little dizzy spin, and you just have to wait it out. You can't do anything during that. If you try to kick him, it just makes him do it longer. And if you try to kick him beforehand, it just makes him start doing the attack. So, you just gotta wait it out. And we'll show what happens when you kick him, though. It looks kind of funny. I like the look on his face. Just wait it out. And I like to stay inside the doorways where it's safe, because he can't hit you in there. And I also like to try to stay at the bottom as much as I can, just because that way I can try to stay behind and below him, because that's where you need to be if you want to be able to get the food items in his mouth. Although sometimes that happens, and then you end up just falling behind, and pretty much now I'm just going to wait it out. Make him start doing the attack, because he was about to do it anyways. Try to give myself a reset here, there we go. And even when he knocks out a lot of the platforms, you can see he can jump pretty far, actually. So it's not too bad, it's just tedious. It can just take a while depending on the randomization and how lucky you get. Whoa, sorry, sorry Dizzy, I didn't really mean to kick you, but at the same time, screw you, you're the one eating all this food here. Even though now I'm technically helping you because I'm feeding you. Doesn't really make sense. Help, he's eating everything in the kitchen, let's feed him more! But there, once you get 9 food items in, it'll automatically end the match. And now he goes to sleep. He just passes out, goes into a food coma. Yep, all the food's gone, so it's kind of no point anymore, I guess. And in between every stage, you get to play a little mini-game for extra lives. And since there are 6 stages, you get to play 5 games, and there are 5 different mini-games, so hopefully I'll get to show them all if I can. The only way you get to pick them, though, is by spinning the wheel, so I don't know the timing, so I just kind of hit it whenever. So, it doesn't really matter for this first one, so let's see what we get here. And for this one, okay, this one's the weight game. I don't really like this one because there's no skill involved, it's just pure chance. I mean, that's okay, I guess, but, I don't know, I like the ones where I actually have to be more involved. Here, you have your different characters, the lightest is on top, the heaviest, in my case, Elmira is the heaviest. You have to try to outweigh your opponent. If you outweigh them, you win that round. For every round you win, you get an extra life. Problem is that you have no way to determine what the computer's choosing, so it's just random. So you know what I do? I just hit them all, because it doesn't matter. And let's just hope that we win a couple of rounds. That one is a draw, which often happens, so nobody wins. And it's just going to go on down the line. Just as an FYI, at the end of every minigame, that's just where I'm going to cut these videos, because the very next scene is the opening for the next stage, and I want each video to start at the beginning of every stage, so the end of this video is just going to suddenly cut off, essentially, here, in just a second. We should win, I think, these last 2. Man, we got super unlucky. We're only going to win the 1. This is why I don't like this game. Wow, I wasted it on a really light one, so... Yay, we get 1 extra life. That's fine, I don't really need them anyways. That's it for this video, so we'll see you guys in the next one for Stage 2.